YouTube, what's going on? Quick little video here, as seen in the last video, which was a 30-second silent video. This is the 95% complete car wash. So here we have behind the wash. Okay, got good camera there, but anyways, so we have the paved road with the access here. I have to attach the fire hydrant here. Little dab of glue will do it. Anyways, everything else is done other than static grass. I might weather up the asphalt here. Just do a few things to it. Maybe add some oil spots. Anyways, yeah, the cars will go into the car bay. Then they can pull out, drive around here, and then get the vacuum. Or you can vacuum first. I guess everybody's different with that. But it's all scratch made, so the awning here is just basically styrene for the top part. Just modeled metal roof. And then the supports are balsa wood. The base, the concrete base part, is balsa wood. And then the vacuum itself, the base of it is styrene, and then the vacuum itself is actually a wing nut with a wooden dowel. And then the hoses are just nylon. The auto guards are just wooden dowels, sanded and painted. Got them there. Got them over here. Now this, because I did sell this and it is going to be shipped, this has not been glued down. I'm not going to glue it down. The brick wall is just hand carved and painted. It's balsa wood. Now, if I were keeping this for myself, I would glue this down, and I'll recommend it to the guy that bought it. But ultimately, he can do what he wants. But it is balanced, so it'll stand on its own. So, not a big deal, but it would make sense to glue it down. All the back fencing is just balsa wood. And then the building is styrene. And it's just styrene, glued, painted, weathered. Here, let's pull one of these out. Here's a wash bay. So the hose and nozzle and the little nozzle holster is all scratch made. And then the drains were kind of improvised. So the building's not attached. I'm not going to attach it either for shipping purposes. But if I were keeping it, I would glue the building and the awning. And I would definitely recommend to the guy that bought it. We have a little Toyota driving down. I would recommend to him to glue both of them down. But here's what the floor of the wash bays look like here. with the drains. The drains are basically just it's the back of a button. It's like a sew-on button. I got a pack of, I think, 24 buttons at Walmart for $2, and there are various sizes. I think actually, let's see if I can reach it, because it is kind of cool. I'll just show you. So I don't know what 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's actually 3 dozen. There's 36 of them, different sizes. Now, the front of them, I don't think work as well for drains, but the back here, they're really flat. And so, yeah, if you can get just the slightest of a hole, I did paint these to rust them. They looked a little bit better before I put the Mod Podge, the high gloss Mod Podge, to simulate water. If I had resin, I would use resin because it would look 100 times better. But is what it is. A lot of vehicles fit in the wash bays though, which is a good thing. Like all of my big 4x4s will fit. You can see here the van fits nicely. Toyota Chaser. It's a Toyota Mark II. Mark II GT. Nissan 180 SX, I think. And then here we have a Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. And then here we have a Toyota Chaser. So for all of the Toyota enthusiasts, even though they're not quite all Toyotas. So here we have a weight, little line starting to form. There are 1:64 scale figures, car wash figures that you can get. They may or may not work great with this, because those are more like car wash services, whereas this is more of a self-serve wash. And I did have someone comment on one of my Instagram posts about how I must build these dioramas based on stuff that's local to me, and there is a lot of truth to that. But in this case, these self-serve car washes, you know, I've only been back east a couple times when I was way younger, just for vacations and stuff. But I've grown up in Colorado, Arizona, and I can tell you, like, in those states, New Mexico, these types of car washes are very common. Like, you know, you drive down the street and see a car wash that looks similar to this. It might have more bays. The one by my house right now has 2 self-serve bays and 2 drive-through washes. Which I was going to do a drive-through wash bay on this, but I didn't want to model all of the mechanisms. But now that I think about it, it probably wouldn't have been that hard if I had done a touch-free wash. You know, because you're really just building a rack and a spray assembly, the dryer vents. That's something to think about for a future build. But I was thinking, you know, how would I model the brushes? So I'm sure you could figure out a way, but anyways, so that's it. Just wanted to show you the car wash here. It is sold, so won't be going to eBay, but feel free to leave your thoughts and comments below, and we'll be on to the next project, which I have no idea what it's going to be. When I started building this, I had no idea what I was going to do. And I don't build the diorama part until until I'm done with the buildings. And when I started making this, I just started here with this little box here. And I think it was, you know, it was really early on in this build that I had this style of car wash in my head. So I pretty much knew the entire build what I was going for, which is pretty rare. Usually I just kind of figure it out as I go. But what I will say, and I think what really stepped this car wash up to the next level, is I was going to stop at this roof line. I wasn't going to go up any higher. And then somehow I got it in my head to put a roof on it with an angled front. And I really think that added a whole bunch of character to it, and a whole bunch of a lot more realism to it, in my opinion. Now, it is an older car wash. You can see it's not been very well taken care of. Whole bunch of just wear, rust. You know, the office could stand to be painted. Stuff like that. But it's functioning, it works, and it'll be a great display for the guy that bought it, and a great backdrop to photograph your cars, because it actually does take really good pictures. Whether you're doing photos here at the vacuum part or up here at the wash bays, it all looks pretty good. Probably didn't need the road on this one. Anyways, there you go. Thanks for watching. Love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have any ideas on the next build, as far as the building or structure goes, I'd love to hear some ideas. Maybe something will resonate with me. But until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll holler at the next video.